Broome County District Attorney Paul Battisti says a career criminal could spend the rest of his life in prison for raping a 12-year-old girl. Willis Bickham Jr. of Binghamton was sentenced yesterday to 20 years to life after a Broome County jury convicted him of rape. On June 24th of last year, Bickham coerced the girl into an apartment here at 2 Green Street in the city, claimed to have a knife, and forced the girl to have sexual intercourse with him. He was also found guilty of forcible touching and endangering the welfare of a child. Danielle Nuzzo is the Director of Legal Advocacy with the Crime Victims Assistance Center. Nuzzo says the victim was very courageous in telling her story.
A child, a young person who was victimized by a perpetrator of this caliber, who had the courage to come forward, the strength to give her statement, and the tenacity to endure this process from start to finish. This is not easy for an adult, let alone a child, who has begun their journey in this world as innocent as any of us ever did. And to have that innocence tainted by a human being like this is disgraceful.
Battisti held a news conference today, joined by representatives of CVAC, Binghamton Police Detectives, the New York State Police Crime Lab, Guthrie Lord's Hospital, and his senior assistant DA, Alex Chibiniak, who prosecuted the case. Chibiniak says the victim was playing with younger children when they were approached by Bickham, who they did not know. The ADA says the victim agreed to go with Bickham in order to protect the other children. One of those kids alerted the victim's mother, which is how Bickham was caught. Battisti calls it a collaborative prosecution, with each agency making a significant contribution, including Nuzzo.
She gave this victim the support, the hope, and the courage that that victim needed to be able to tell her story. To be able to tell her story at the Child Advocacy Center. To be able to tell her story at trial. And without the encouragement, without the support, and without the extreme advocacy of the Crime Victims Assistance Center, and specifically in this case, Danielle, I don't think this would have been possible.
Battisti says Bickham had 8 prior felony convictions, mostly for drugs. The DA had sought a sentence of 25 to life under persistent felony offender guidelines.